Hey, this is Modest Yahoo, and you're watching Nardwuar's Video Vault Olympic Edition. Nardwuar.
Purely as an observer. I'm not protesting anything. I'm simply recording. I'm recording people's reactions to someone wearing a camera and hiding their face, and it's been incredibly negative. People get very angry, and I don't really understand it completely. It's just like one person's Halloween, but I think there's an undercurrent of anxiety that comes through when people hide their face. I've been wearing this chest-mounted camera so that I don't have to worry about shooting and pointing. I can just walk and record and catch people's live reactions instead of having to turn it on and off. It's quite effective, and I would recommend it to anyone. $300, HD, chest-mounted. Yeah.
Welcome to one of Vancouver's locals, Uncle Blizzard. And I represent East Vancouver, poorest postal code in the country. Shame! 60 billion on 10 days. There's over 3,000 homeless on these streets as we speak. There's over 5,000 infirm and medically challenged people not being assisted due to funding cuts by our provincial government, by the Canadian government, who'd rather sponsor 10 days, man. 10 days of hooping up while people die in the streets. That's sad. Shame. It's from Uncle Wizard, from the heart. That's why I'm here. Lord people, viva revolution. Thank God for the freedom we enjoy in Canada.
They say protest, we say party. They say protest, we say party. They say protest, we say party.
Ladies and gentlemen, Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Thank you very much, Premier Campbell, for your nice build-up and your nice introduction. And I also want to say thank you for being such a gracious host of our meeting here today. And also I want to say thank you for your continued great leadership and being such a great believer in protecting the environment. And also on top of that, I have to say thank you for inviting me to take the Olympic torch today and to run with that Olympic torch, or walk and run, whatever it was, a combination. That was a great honor. I mean, to have an Austrian born that is American, governor of California, come to Canada, to British Columbia, and to run with the Olympic torch. So that was really a terrific honor.
Everyone knows, Mr. Schwarzenegger, your experience with movies and stuff. However, you also put out vinyl records. For instance, you put out the Total Body Workout on a record label. So you're part of the music industry. And I was wondering, Mr. Schwarzenegger, as chair of the PCC, how will your knowledge of the music industry help with the PCC?
Well, first of all,
I wish you'd asked me that question.
I'm somewhat upset that you didn't also show my book, Arnold, the Education of a Bodybuilder. And the book, Arnold's Encyclopedia of Modern Bodybuilding. And my book also, Arnold's Fitness for Women. And the list goes on and on. And all the movies, you should have them all out there. But anyway, you have a multifaceted life, you're absolutely correct. But we are today here to solve one major problem, and this is our, environmental challenges that lie ahead.
Everybody knows that he's in the TV industry, but a lot of people have forgotten that he put out the Total Body Workout, and by definition, that means he's part of the music industry. And I was wondering what he thought about the music industry, since, it's struggling, etc. Touring, it's really expensive. Gas prices are so high, there's even bands in California using grease power to get around. So I wanted to ask him how his experience with the music industry would help with his experience with the grease industry, aka the PCC. Now, this right here is Canada's heavy metal legend, Thor. Thor was a bodybuilder in the early 70s. He was in a whole bunch of movies as well in Canada. And guess who his training mate was? Arnold. So I was going to say, Arnold, do you remember heavy metal legend Thor? You've worked with Canadians before, etc., etc. You're really acclimatized to the music industry, especially with Thor's LP, Keep the Dogs Away, Proto-Punk, and then your LP, the Total Body Workout. So that was where I was trying to go, the music industry versus the environment versus grease power, etc., etc. And I'm Nardwuar, the human serviette, saying, toot-toot-loot-doo.
Toot toot.